Hi everyone, welcome back to another video or another tutorial, and today we learn how to crochet the tulip flower. I really love how this flower turned out. It's so easy, so if you're a complete beginner, don't be intimidated. You can work it out. If you know how to work in the round, you'll be good to work this one. So it's also an exciting project for intermediate or experienced crocheters. So let's just turn to our tutorial. For this pattern, you're going to need yarn. I'm using this lilac for the flower and the green for the leaves and the stem. You're also going to need floral wire to keep the leaves steady, a 2.5mm crochet hook, glue gun and glue stick, a polyfiber filling for the flowers, and then you can either use dowels or skewers for the stem. So this is what I'm going to use for this. To begin, you're going to start by making a magic ring. So wrap the yarn around your index finger, and then inside that loop that you just created, you're going to grab the long yarn and then make a chain to close the magic ring. So inside that ring, you're going to work 8 single crochets. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through those 2 loops to make your first single crochet, and repeat that until you have a total of 8 single crochets. When you have a total of 8 single crochets, you can pull the shorter end of yarn to close the gap inside the magic ring, and then proceed to round 2, where you'll go in the very first stitch. Don't join it with any slip stitch, just go in the very first stitch and work 2 single crochets. So that is the first stitch of our round 2. And you're going to pick your stitch marker and put it in the first stitch of round 2, just to mark the first stitch of every round. Then proceed by placing 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way until the end of round 2. At the end of round 2, you should have a total of 16 single crochet stitches, and for round 3 you can remove your marker and go in the very first stitch, work a single crochet, place your marker on that first stitch of round 3, then you're going to work 2 single crochets in the next stitch. One single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the next. So round 2 we are increasing on every second stitch, 1 stitch in the next and 2 stitches in the next. So repeat that all the way until the end of the round. So at the end of round 3, you shall have a total of 24 single crochet stitches. And then proceed to round 4, which will be our last round of increases. Remove your marker. In the first stitch, to work 1 single crochet. Replace your marker. And then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 2 single crochet in the third stitch. So in this round 4, we are increasing on every third stitch. So the first and the second stitch are just single crochet stitches, then 2 single crochets in the third stitch. 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, then 2 single crochets in the third stitch. And you want to repeat this all the way to the end of round 4. Then I'll meet you when you're starting our round 5. So when we reach the end of round 4, you should have a total of 32 single crochet stitches. And for round 5, you're going to work 1 single crochet in every stitch. Until you reach the end of round. So place 1 stitch in every stitch all the way to the end. And at the end, you should have a total of 32 single crochet stitches. At the end of round 5, you should have your 32 single crochet stitches. And from round 6 all the way to round 11, you're going to repeat our round 5 pattern by working 1 single crochet in every stitch until your work looks like something just like this. So I'll continue with my work, and then when I have my total of 15 rounds, I'll meet you now when you're closing it and working on the leaf. After working all the 15 rows, you're going to cut your yarn, leaving a long tail to finish off the opening here. Then pull it through. You don't have to chain one. You can now remove your marker and then take your fiber fill and insert it inside our work. Do this until you're satisfied with how full it is. Then the next step, you're going to lay it like this and sew these sides together. So go through the next stitch and go through the opposite stitch, pull through, go through the next stitch on the opposite side, and then the next stitch on this other side, pull through. You can do this once or 2 more times. And then you want to pass your the yarn needle inside that join, and go to this other opposite side, pull through, insert your hook in the next stitch, go through that join in the center and to this other opposite side. You have to press your fiber inside so that they don't show, and secure it tightly. Once it's secured tightly, you can go ahead and cut your yarn, but I prefer to insert it, push it to any side of the flower, and then cut it from there. To make the leaves, you either opt for the longer leaf or the shorter leaf, but I'm going to work this one in this tutorial. If you want a pattern on how to make the longer version, please check the written pattern in our blog. So to make the leaf, you're going to start by working a slip knot, and then you're going to chain 26. When you have 26 chains, you're going to start row 1. For row 1, you're going to work 5 single crochets. Start with 5 single crochets, so skip the very first chain from your hook, and then on this next chain you insert your hook and work a single crochet, then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So you should have a total of 5 single crochet stitches. Then you want to work 15 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain, yarn over, pull through. When you have 3 loops, you're going to yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops. And repeat this until you have a total of 15 half double crochets. When you have 15 half double crochets, you're going to work 4 single crochets, then you'll have 1 stitch or 1 chain remaining. In that last chain, you're going to place 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 2, 3. Then turn to this opposite side and start with 4 single crochets. The single crochet in the next 4 stitches. We are just mirroring what you did on this other side. After 4 single crochets, you're going to work 15 half double crochets. After working the 15 half double, you're going to finish it with the 5 single crochets. So once you've completed the first round, you're going to cut your floral wire and you're going to leave about 17 inches. Then cut it. If you have pre-cut one, then better. You're going to need roughly 17 inches of the wire. So for round 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. You're going to pick the floral wire and work on it. So single crochet in the first stitch, making sure that you're working on this floral wire. Then single crochet in each stitch all the way until you reach the single crochet in the middle of these 3 single crochet stitches here. So continue and I'll meet you at the center single crochet here at the top. When you reach the single crochet in the middle, you're going to place 3 single crochet stitches in that stitch. Then turn to this side and work single crochet in every stitch all the way to the end, and then I'll meet you at the very end of working this side. Once you've worked all the way to the last stitch, you're going to twist the wires, then single crochet in the first stitch on this side, slip stitch, not single crochet, slip stitch, and then you want to chain 1 behind the wires before you cut your yarn. So from here you can go ahead and cut your yarn. You want to shape your leaf so that it looks straight. Then just twist the wires and wrap the yarn around the wire. When your yarn is almost done, you're going to open the wires, pass the yarn in between them and twist it to stop the yarn from unraveling. To assemble the pieces together, you're going to need your skewer or your wooden dowel, the leaf, the tulip, and then glue. So for this one, I'm using Supercon. This is an adhesive glue. You're going to take your dowel, smear some little glue, and then insert it inside the tulip. Grab your yarn, the green yarn, and start wrapping it around. When you're almost halfway, you're going to pick your leaf and then introduce it. Then wrap your yarn around the base of that leaf. This is how it should look like. Then go ahead wrapping it all the way to the end. Once you've wrapped your yarn all the way to the end of the dowel, you can go ahead and cut it. And using your glue, just secure it safely. So this is how it would look like at the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the tutorial, let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, stay safe, God bless you, and bye.